Alright, here are the tools you're gonna need in order to replace a radiator on this Chevy Aveo. So you're gonna need a 10mm socket, 7mm socket, a plier, another small plier, little extension, 19mm ratchet, a trim remover, a pick, flathead screwdriver, and a Phillips screwdriver. The drills are optional. You can also do it by hand. You also need a jack. You also need a small 10mm socket.
Welcome to my channel, DIY Mechanic.
Alright, today I'm going to show you how to remove a front bumper on a 2010 Chevy Aveo. Alright, so this is what you got to do to remove the front bumper. So first I'm going to show you exactly what you got to do, and then I'll show you how to do it. So the headlight is going to be held by 3 10mm. So it's going to be one right here, one here, one in there. When you're removing it, you got to lift it up because it has a little pin right here. Then this grill has a couple plastic, this type. You just unscrew it. So you really just need to remove 3. The one there, the one in the center, and the one on the other end. Then you're gonna have 2 more here, which is, you really need to move only the inside one. So I know I told you to just remove these 3 to remove the whole bumper, but it's not gonna come out. You gotta remove all these little tabs up here. Remove this little plastic. Then you're gonna have 3 more on the bottom in there. One there. There's another one right in the center. You have to lift this up, and it's right there. Then you have the other one on the other side right there. The whole grill. Then you're gonna go on the bottom, but let me remove the headlight. So after you remove those 3 10mm bolts, you're gonna lift up your light, and you're gonna unhook. You're gonna unhook the 3 connections. One for the headlight, 2 for the turn signal. So once your light's out of the way, set it up here. Once you got your headlights out of the way, you're gonna have 2 more of this plastic. So you get a Phillips screwdriver. Put it in. You're gonna have 2 of these. So whatever I'm telling you here is gonna apply for both sides. So remember, 3 10mm for the headlight, 2 plastic right here. Then you're gonna have a 7mm right here that you can either get it from the side, or it's a lot easier if you get it from here. Once you remove your headlight, you can just get it from right here. 7mm 7mm socket. Just do it right there. It's gonna have another one on this end right here. Before you get to that one, you're gonna have to remove 2, actually 3, because there's another one on the bottom. 3 7mm. So you can get to that bolt right there. Then you're gonna have 2 more. Actually one more 7mm on the bottom. So I'll show you when I get it off. Right in the middle here, this is where the tricky part is. Right in the center here, right on the bottom, you're gonna have 3. Well, it's gonna be 2 plastic and 1 metal. Where is it? Right here. So you're gonna have one of these metal Phillips. It's gonna be right in the center all the way down here, all the way up there, and 2 on the side. The other ones, they're gonna be plastic. Once you're up there, then this is what you're gonna do to remove that bumper. Sorry for the movement, but I'm doing this with one hand. All right, so now that I got everything removed, all the little plastic and tabs. Now I can grab the bumper, unhook it from both sides. Now we should be able to just pull it off. I'll go over the screw so you know exactly what to do. Let me see if I can flip it. Yeah. Okay, so these are the 3 on the bottom that I was telling you. That one is going to be metal, Phillips screwdriver. This is going to be plastic. That's going to be plastic. Those are the 2 screws. You got the 2 7mm you got to remove on the bottom. Those are the 2 7mm to remove it from the fender. And then, of course, coming from the top, the 2 plastic one that I show you there. 2 plastic there. Same thing for this. 2 7mm. And there you have it. Bumper is out. Now you do what you gotta do. And I hope this video helped you. Please subscribe, like, and share. And see you in the next one. And this is how the car look without the bumper. In case you want to get to something there. There you have it. There's the horn right there. The other horn right there. Alright, doing a radiator on a 2010 Chevy Aveo. I removed the front bumper to make it a lot easier, but you don't really need to remove the front bumper. If you don't want to remove the front bumper, all you gotta remove is the two front headlights. Once you remove your fan, you can tilt the radiator to the front. Then you can get to that bolt right there. The bolt right there where my finger is. There's 2, one on each side. So I'll show you exactly what you gotta do. So before you get to this fan, let me show you. So you're gonna remove your reservoir for the power steering. There's 2 10s right here. You lift it over. Remove your battery first so you can have more room. Then you're gonna have that fence is held by 4 10mm right there. 2 on the top, 2. This is the bottom. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Well, actually, yeah, this is the top right here. That's the bottom right there. The 2 bottom ones you can get it from under. These 2 top ones you get it from the top. Get it from up here. Once you have that off, there's gonna be this pipe coming over to the radiator. This one. You just wiggle this to the side. Lift this little plastic thing off. Put it on this. Just lift it over a little bit. Because remember, it's still gonna be hooked up to the radiator. So all you want at this point, all you want to do is be able to slide this out. Make sure you unplug it first. Unplug the connector for the fan. Then you're gonna lift this thing up, straight up. Set it right here on the side. So now you're gonna remove this hose. Has a clamp. Press on it, wiggle it and pull it off. Another one down here, same thing. Has a clamp, you press it, you wiggle it out, pull the line out, the hose. Then this long one, this is the one that's coming from the reservoir, and it goes all the way to the center of the radiator. Center of the radiator right there. You can see it right there. Right on the bottom. Right there. So once you have the radiator out, you can go ahead and press the clamp on that one. Put it out of the way. And now you're gonna be where I'm at. So if you're doing this without removing the bumper, these two bolts, let's see if I can get it right here. That bolt right there, I should be able to get it with the drill. So that's one. You can still get to this bolt from under the bumper, so that's why I say you don't have to remove the bumper to do this. There's the other one. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the other one. Remove this thing right there. Sorry about the movement. So I'm gonna do the ones up here. If you're gonna do it through the headlight, you're gonna have to use a little ratchet because you won't be able to fit one of these, but you can still get it done. So I'm just gonna push it forward. Get the 10mm in there. Take the 10mm off, push it forward. This is to remove the AC condenser. The other 10 right there. There's the other 10. So now, before you lift it up, you gotta unhook the two lines for the transmission. Those are down there. I already unhooked them. Same thing. They have a little clamp. You see the little clamp? They have a little clamp. You just slide them off. So it's better to just slide them off from those two pipes instead of doing it from the radiator. It's a lot easier. All right. So now I should be able to lift this up, and don't forget you gotta unplug the connector. There's a connector down there right in the corner. Unplug that connector and push it away. What hold the radiator here is gonna be two little brackets like that, like this. Wait a minute. Yeah. Like this. So 2 10s, 2 brackets up there. That's what actually hold the radiator. So now we are to the point that we're gonna lift the whole radiator up. So let's see how it goes. Remember, you have the hose down there. You got the other hose up here, and the 2 other hoses for the transmission line. So you gotta kind of play with them to bring them up. To make it easier, I'm gonna remove that bracket right there. This is the bracket that holds the reservoir. We'll just put it on the side. Now, bring the reservoir over here. Now I'm going to lift it up. another, I'm looking at it right now. There's another 10. It's another 10 millimeter right above the one on the bottom here. So I'm gonna remove that. Check on the other side. Okay. Now, yeah, and I'll show you what was the purpose of that line. That's why we can slide this over, because the heater core is right between that line. So that's having the heater core. Okay. Yeah, the two lines are right behind the heater core. So, believe it or not, this job you're gonna have to remove the bumper. I don't think you can get it without removing the bumper. So, we're gonna have to remove these lines. Let me bring you over here so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me get some light over here. You see what I'm talking about. So, you see those two, that line up there? Okay, that line is coming, that's a transmission line. So, instead of them connecting it on the front of the radiator, they coming around here. They come around this side. You can see it better right here. Yep, this one's right here. So they come around and they go to the radiator, but they actually hugging the condenser between. So I don't think we can slide the radiator out without removing those lines from the actual radiator. Yeah. So that's actually more work. Actually, you can still do it without the bumper, without removing the bumper. I can see you can get from here. So it's just gonna be a lot of work. If you don't remove the front bumper, it's just gonna take you longer. That's the bolt we gotta remove, and then of course the bottom one. So you can get it from here. You can get it from the headlight. Once you remove your headlight, you can still do it. I can see. You can see the hole right there. Yep. You can still do it through there. But like I said, if you wanna work easier, it's better if you just remove the front bumper. I will put the link on the video how to remove the front bumper, and then you can remove it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those loose, those lines, and go from there. Alright, I'm gonna remove those two bolts. Those are 19 millimeter. You gotta be careful on this when you remove it, because you might have to wash it one before the bolt and one after the bolt. Yep, it has both two washes. I'll show you. you put it in, you gotta make sure you have those tube washes. If not, you're gonna have some serious leaks. See, one is stuck to the radiator. Alright, so now up we go. Condenser's kind of getting stuck to the radiator. Alright, so as you can see, I'm lifting this up. This side up. And don't go too crazy on it, because you don't want to break your condenser. Oops. Set it right here. The other way. Let me just stand them up here so I can show you. I can show you those two lines. So this is what I was telling you, that you got to make sure you don't drop one of these watches. See the goal. I'm not sure if the new one's gonna come with it, but we'll double check. But you gotta make sure you have that washer there and one after the right here. So here's the screw. See how it has one in the screw head right there. Then you put it inside your lines, and it's gonna have one after the line. So those two watches gonna be making a sandwich. It's like a sandwich between the two lines right here. The line right there. So that's the bottom one, and the other one is the top. So don't remove it from there, because it's not gonna come off with the radiator. So I'm gonna put those clamp back. So don't remove those lines from there. Or if you want to have a less mass than of oil, you can drain it from there first before you remove it from the radiator. If not, you're still gonna make a mess, so you still need something to go under. And like I said, don't go crazy when you're pulling the radiator up, because you don't want to mess up your heater core. I mean, not your heater core, your condenser for your AC. You don't want to break it, because this thing can poke it. This thing has a lot of sharp edge, so you want to be gentle when you're pulling that off. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and build a new radiator, transfer all the lines and sensors if you need to, and then we're dropping it in. Okay, so here I got the old one, and here's the new one. So we gotta transfer that sensor and the two radiator lines. So the sensor, oh, and also don't forget this, you gotta take this out if the radiator come out with it, and then you sit it back in the hole with where it goes. So now we get a 19 millimeter and remove the 19 with the 19. Okay. So now transfer over, make sure the gasket, there's a little seal. And also if the sensor is dirty, it's better to clean it a little bit. There you go. Make sure the little seal, there's a little seal, rubber seal. Make sure it doesn't stay stuck in the old radiator. And we drop it in. If your radiator, the new one comes with all these notches over here. I don't know if you can see it. They did that on purpose. They got the paper here. See those notches on the bottom and the top. That's on purpose. That's so the radiator can stretch and it doesn't blow. So don't worry about that. People might panic when they see all those cracks. Okay. So don't go too crazy tightening that. Now I'm gonna transfer the hose. I'm gonna go over here. Make sure you line them up the same, equal, so you don't have to be flipping stuff around. So on this one, I can go ahead and step on it. Don't step on the new one. Just so I can clean this off easier. So there, I just bring it over to the new one. I just lock it here. Right there. I'll do the other one over here. Bring it over. Okay, so that's all we're going to be transferring. Two hose lines, and the sensor. Make sure the drain is tight right here before you put it in. And now we are gonna put it in. It's up right here. Set it right here. Right there. Okay. So here I go. Remember, we brought it up this side up, so we gotta go this side down. And like I said about the little washers here, don't forget to take it off the old radiator. So here we go. Go slow. Slowly. Don't rush. Just take your time. Take your time and do it right. I'm having a little struggle with the radiator line. Once you bring it past the AC compressor, then you can slide this thing down easier. Make sure you're not getting stuck on the condenser. Pass it a little bit over so I can pass these lines over here. There's going in. And there. Little nothing is holding it. Lift it up a little bit, bring it over to so it can stick. Just move that out of the way. That's it, right in the holes. There, got one in, and there, I got the other one in. So now from here, all I gotta do is work my way back. So first thing I'm gonna do is connect those lines over here. And remember, do not forget this. Stick this on the line, then you put this on after. If you fail to forget to put one of these, you're gonna have a major leak of your transmission fluid. You're gonna blow your transmission. I'm gonna go ahead and pull those lines up. Do the top one first. Gotta make sure I have the ring on. See? I'm missing the ring, but I see it. It's down here. Kind of fell. Got it. Yeah, the new radiator doesn't come with it. You gotta make sure. Gotta make sure you have it. I'm gonna just work my way back, and I'll get back to you guys so I don't keep you there boring, watching me, or hearing me, not even watching me, fighting with these, struggling. Watch it again, I just drop it, so I found it. Pick it up again. Yep. That's one tricky little washer to get installed. Make sure I clean it. Here we go again. Gotta drop it. There you go, it's going in now. Yeah, this thing is a lot easier to do it with the bumper off. So now I gotta do the bottom one. Same thing. I'll stick it in the pipe first. Then I go on the other side. Put the other one over. It doesn't matter which side you put it. You don't have to flip it. Put it in, there, okay. Okay, so there, one right there. right there. The other one's down here. Right there. Alright, so I got both of my watches run, one after the screw, one before. So I'm gonna just work my way back, hook up the condenser here, hook up the condenser there on the top, drop my fan in, connect all the lines, all the sensor, the fan, everything, hook up my headlights, well, put the bumper, hook up the headlights, and then we bleed the system so we can get the heat working and the car doesn't overheat. Alright, let me do that and I'll get back to you. Don't forget to slide this little thing in the radiator so you can pull your bolts back. These are the little thread what actually is gonna hold your other stuff on to the radiator, like your condenser and fan. So I know I told you to just remove these three to remove the whole bumper, but it's not gonna come out. You gotta remove all these little tabs up here, remove this little plastic, then you're gonna have three more on the bottom in there. One there, there's another one right in the center. You have to lift this up and it's right there. Then you have the other one on the other side right there. Alright, when you put in your grill back, pay attention because three of those clips, they're gonna be different. You see the one that has a closed end? That's gonna be the one holding the actual grill to the chassis of the car. So there's gonna be 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see the different, this one has an open end on the bottom when this one is closed. So this one is not gonna work there. Or I would say, yeah. So that one is not gonna work here. That one is not gonna work there. So the three small one, those are the three. There's gonna be one here, one in the center, one on the other end. Because if you put it in here, it will not close. It will not work. This one in here. There, then I push it down. There you have it. Alright, so you pull your heater to the max, make sure it's on hot, turn your car on. Even though the temperature is going up, it's still not warm, so you want to have the car running until you get heat. If you don't get heat, you still got air in the system. You can use any funnel here. So the way I have this one is right now, this coolant is not going in until I pull this off. I will pull it off as I need it, but the level right now is up here, so I don't want to overflow it. So I'm gonna just let it run, wait for it. When the coolant goes down, then I release that and let the coolant drop in. As soon as I get heat here, then I know we're good. So I'm gonna just let it run, wait for the heat to come. So we're reading 20, 22. So we're gonna wait 23 maximum. It's gotta wait until the temperature warm up. You can tap on the gas pedal to make it faster. Not too much, you're just gonna tap it. So every time you do that, you create the bubble. You force the bubble to come out. The air trap air, and and the cooling system. So it's warming up. Let's see what we're reading now. Still not hot. See, as I give gas, the temperature goes up. Alright, so the air is warm now. Let's see what we got now. Yeah. See right there is going up. Yep. So it's warm. Yeah. Really hot now. 47, 48. And the temperature here, right there, it's right below half. That's what you want. So now we can say 46. So now we can go and close the. We can go ahead and close. See, now we need to add more water. So what I do now, I release these. See how much water I need, how much coolant. Just top it out right there. So now we can close that. Be good to go now. Just drive it, make sure it's not overheating. If it's overheating, then you come back, open that up, and let it idle with that open, and make sure your heat is working. Your heat is working, you're good. Yeah, now the heat is nice and hot. Yep, nice and hot right there. 51. So if I wrap the engine, it should go even higher. Yep, 55 right there. So we know the heat is good now. Alright, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you in the next one.